Hi guys, today I'm talking about the importance of key messages in your marketing and how you get this across in your copy. What is a key message? A key message, they're literally what they say on the tin, the things you want people to know about you when they find out about you. So these are the 3 to 5, I recommend no more than 5 things that you're trying to get across all the time in everything that you do. So for example, one of them for me is that I believe in authenticity. You know, put simply, I don't, in a world where there's lots of candy floss copy, lots of people saying pretty, fluffy, nice stuff in my industry, I believe in going a level deeper and finding the authenticity beneath, bringing out the brand from beneath. And so that is something that I prioritize talking about. But they're not always really deep, important messages. One of my messages is that I write everything by hand. I write everything by hand, usually on the beach. I live near the beach, and the ocean and the beach are a really important part of who I am, and they travel through into my brand. So the beach, the ocean, writing by hand, these are key messages from my brand. So some examples of client key messages might be, we're a family-run business, or we've got 25 years of experience, or we offer X, Y, Z as well as this, so we also specialise in X, or we've got a reputation for innovation, or whatever these messages are. These are the things you want people to know instantly in a snapshot, and it's really important you know them to get your marketing to reflect them. So that might mean getting them into your website copy. It's really important they're in your website copy, not all on the same page. So if you've got 5 key messages, you only want 1 or 2 of those on your home page, and then 1 or 2 on your about page. But it is really important to repeat these messages, so to have them in your blog post, to have them in your social media content, to have them in your web content, to have them in any promotional videos. It's really important to have a multi-layered approach to getting these messages out there, because these are the things that if people cut open your brand, they will see every single time. So you won't ever see me with a candy floss approach. You will always see me going for an authentic approach. I'm known for getting a bit deeper with my clients. You know, if you read a testimonial of someone that's been working with me, that testimonial will reflect my key messages. If you look at something I've written for a magazine, that will reflect my key messages. You know, they're everywhere, because these 5 messages or so are really integral to my brand. If you're starting out and you don't know your key messages, I recommend that you look at the things you're trying to get across. What makes you different? And it's not even just what makes you different. You know, being a family-run business might not be what makes you different, but it could be really important to how you work. And so if that's true, put it in there as well. It doesn't always have to be really distinctive and really unique. You know, I'm not the first writer to be writing on the beach every day, but that's a really important part of my brand. When you look at my social media, you'll see images of the beach and the sea and the sand interwoven with my content, because it's really important. And when my designer chose my brand colours, she went for quite sort of earthy, deep-rooted and ocean colours to sort of reflect this as well. So, you know, everywhere, subliminally and consciously, these messages are being embedded so that people know what makes my brand what it is, what brings it to life, what these key messages are. Putting these messages in your marketing just helps drive them home, so that you're looking at saying them in taglines, saying them in emails, saying them in on business cards, saying them in letterheads, saying them in how you communicate socially and how you communicate in your copy. It's really important. You don't have to spell it out, but you have to be clear about it. So for instance, you know, trust is one of my key messages, and I start with that on my Working With Me page. I say, you know, it's about trust for me, and trust is a really important part of a relationship as a copywriter. At the end of the day, I don't want to make you just sound pretty. I want to be you, and to be you, I need to know you, and so that trust is really important. You know, and I think that for authenticity, everything I say has to be authentic. If I start being inauthentic in how I promote myself and what I do, that'll jar with the messages that I'm sending out. In order to say I believe in authenticity, I have to show I believe in authenticity. So it's important to show it as well as to say it. Do you know your key messages is the number 1 question you want to ask yourself today. Are you aware of them? Let alone, are you working them into your content? Do you know what they are? I always recommend clients that don't know what they are, spend some time working on this. Work out what your key messages are, what you want everyone to know about you. Minimum 3, maximum 5 things that you want everyone to know when they come to your page, when they land on your website, when they see your social media grid for the first time. What are these things you want them to know? And then if you don't know them, work them out and stick them on your wall so that you're looking at them all the time and trying to get them into conversations. So every time you talk to a potential customer or promote something, you want to be thinking, am I at least mentioning one of these key 5 things I want people to know about me? Key messages make a massive importance in targeting the correct customer and getting the right response. Rather than just sharing content out with the world and hoping willy-nilly someone responds to it, you'll be knowing what matters to you, what you're trying to communicate, and it will go to the right people. And that's where it gets more powerful. So if you haven't got your key messages sorted, now's the time to start looking at them and honing your content so that your brand is on tone and your messages are on point. See you for the next video.